2 p.m. here in the Titan Lounge today, switching up a little bit, change the scenery for you guys. But yeah, that's what I do every week. We got Therapy of the Week. I talk about topics. I talk about Titan events and my favorite Q&A. So guys, get your questions ready. Girls, get your questions ready. It doesn't have to be Titan related. It could be about anything. Just shoot me a question. This is a family show, so you got to keep the questions, PG. But yeah, anything about therapies, working out, lifestyle, anything, just hit me up. I'll be sure to answer the best of my ability. Let me see who's on right now. We got Lady Hawk just joined. Shout out to Lady Hawk. All my Titans. Let's see who's on right now. Yeah, you guys can check us out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. YouTube as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified of videos like this. You can also check me and John out on our podcast as well. See what we got on here right now. I'm on a different stream today, guys. I'm not in my actual studio, so a little bit different setup. Shout out to Carla's on here. Shout out to Carlo. Shout out to Steven. Got a lot of people on here as well. As soon as you guys get in here, I'll let you guys know and give you guys your shout outs. Again, get your questions ready. This is Titan Lifestyle. Yes, let's jump right into the, let's go ahead and get into the Therapy of the Week. This week, Therapy of the Week, actually I want to talk about PT 141 today, guys. PT 141 is it's a bedroom enhancer. We call it bedroom enhancer therapy here at Titan Medical Center. Basically what that does is enhance your performance in the bedroom, whether male or female. So you guys, a lot of times I hear people here that they don't need something to help them out. They don't need help with an erection. They don't need help with performance or stamina. You may not need help, but it's good to throw a little bit of extra in there. So if you guys are looking to increase your stamina, if you're looking to increase the duration of your erections, if you're looking to increase fullness, if you're looking to increase your mind too, Cupid's Candy has ED treatment medication, but it also has oxytocin. If you guys haven't taken oxytocin before, very good, guys. It's going to stimulate your mind. So a lot of times people take these ED medications, it stimulates their body so they can perform, but their mind isn't there. So this is going to quote unquote make you horny, and it's going to give you the ability to perform. So again, males, it's going to help with erections. It's going to help you stay hard longer, thicker, and fuller. And it's going to increase your mind. So it's going to make you more, your libido go. It's going to make you more horny. If you guys hear libido, that basically just means your sex drive. For ladies, yes, ladies can take this too. It's going to increase your libido, so your sex drive is going to go up. And it also helps with vaginal dryness. So any ladies experience vaginal dryness, it helps with that. So if a woman takes it, it's going to help solve the vaginal dryness. It's going to make her more moist. If a man takes it, it's going to make him more hard. So it's like it's a match made in heaven. You guys got an anniversary coming up, something going on, or if you just want to have a good weekend partying with one of your friends or whatever like that. Both of you guys can take oxytocin, PT 141, and you guys will be good to go. Let's see who YG Lee's on here. Shout out to YG Lee. Yeah, we got a different background today. I'm actually in the lounge, the gym, and couches and the bars behind me. But yeah, we had a little lighting issue with the studio, but yeah, I'm over here. I actually like it over here. I like the lighting over here. So what do you guys think? You guys want us to film here? Or should me and John go back into the actual studio? So we got Solomon on here, we got Rob on here, YG Lee's on here, he's always a good guy. Flex Nutrition. He said, is it true that peptides are getting banned? Some peptides are getting banned. None of the things that we have here at Titan are banned or are going to get banned. We don't carry products that are banned. So as soon as it's banned, we're not going to be able to carry anymore. But yeah, some peptides are getting banned. If they are getting banned, you'll definitely know about it. And again, if you guys are ordering from a research peptides company, it's not an actual doctor's office, those are the places you have to worry about, because if their peptides are getting banned, if certain peptides are getting banned, not all peptides, certain peptides, if they're getting banned, there's no regulations on those sites. So they can basically sell you whatever they want to sell you, and they just put for research intended purposes on it. And then now you're stuck with whatever. So if it's coming from a licensed pharmacy, you don't have to worry about it being a banned substance. because licensed pharmacies and medical clinics can't carry banned substances. So you got to do your research on that. And again, if you are using peptides, I highly recommend you come to a place like Titan Medical or another reputable medical company or medical provider, and don't go to an online place. If it's too cheap, chances are it's not real. And even if it is real the first time you get it, the second batch might not be real, and there's no way for you to complain about that because you're ordering from online research. So you're basically their guinea pig. You're for research purposes only. That's basically their way of saying that if something happens to you, it is what it is. So again, get your peptides from reputable places like Titan Medical. Anybody else out here got some questions? Questions? Shauna Purcell. I know Shauna's got some good questions. Shauna always has great questions. Any questions Shauna got? Shoot them at me. BPC 157 is on the list, I heard. I haven't heard of anything, them taking BPC 157 off. You put BCP, but I believe you mean BPC. I haven't heard anything that if that's going to be outlawed, if they're going to get rid of it. We still have it here at Titan Medical. It works great. So again, I haven't heard anything with the BPC. If I hear anything, I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, a lot of things are being banned. If you guys aren't familiar, but FDA also banned oxandrolone, which is Anavar. We don't really have too many patients or any patients really that we prescribe that here. A lot of other places, it's kind of like, they just give you whatever. Those places are hurting now because there is no oxandrolone. So if you guys are hearing that is something that has been banned, there are other alternatives if you want to take. If you're looking for a safer alternative for oxandrolone, or because you can't get oxandrolone anymore, otherwise known as Anavar, if you're coming here at Titan, I'd recommend MK677 if your appetite's in check. Oxandrolone, also known as Anavar, will greatly increase your strength. So MK677. The difference is you're gonna gain weight on MK. You wouldn't gain it on the other things. So if you're looking for something for strength alone, I would say HRT and MK as opposed to going the alternative route. Anybody else on here? Alicia, Lucky. Is there a medication for alcohol? Good question, Sheila. Are you looking for a medication that's gonna, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you looking for a medication that will help with someone with drinking, or maybe drinking too much alcohol, or something that will help with their alcohol? If you get a little bit more details on the question, are you looking for medication that will help with a hangover, or what do you mean by something that will help medication for alcohol? If you guys are looking for something with a hangover, we do a UV drip here. You get an IV, you can load it up with all kinds of electrolytes, glutathione, aminos, vitamins. So if you guys are hungover, you're looking to knock it out, come on down to Titan Medical, and we'll give you a bag, an intravenous bag. Takes about 30-40 minutes, and after that's in you, you'll feel a lot better. Sorry about that, guys. I just dropped you. Any other questions now before I go to these topics? I know Sean has always got a good one. Flex Nutrition, yeah, come on, check us out. We're downtown Tampa, Channelside Drive. Shoot me a message before you come in. If you're going to come in, I'll come over and introduce myself. Anything that increases cardio? Good question. Aaron Sanito is asking if there's anything that will increase cardio. If you're meaning anything that we have here at Titan Medical, I would definitely say ECA Plus. ECA Plus is ephedra, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. The ephedrine is actually gonna increase your heart rate. It's gonna raise your body temperature and give you a little bit of a boost. So anytime your heart rate goes up and you have a little bit more wind, you'll be able to do cardio a lot longer. And also the 200 milligrams of caffeine that's in the ECA Plus as well will give you a boost as well. So anybody looking to take something from Titan before they do their cardio, ECA Plus is great. It works with food or without food. But yeah, that'd be great for cardio. Also too, Hercules Potion. I would say Hercules Potion for cardio. Most of the times people wouldn't necessarily say that they want to use Hercules Potion because it's a pump, it's for a pump. But the stamina I get on Hercules Potion is insane. I can go multiple sets, multiple reps. So if you're doing your cardio, if cardio is something you struggle with, if you have to do long cardio, an hour plus, if it's something you struggle with, I would definitely recommend taking Hercules Potion with the ECA Plus before your cardio, and you'll have no problems getting through your cardio. You'll feel a lot better. You'll be burning fat, and Hercules is going to keep your stamina going. Your Fedin's going to keep your fat burning, and the caffeine's going to keep, it's going to give you that boost. Alcohol cravings. Sheila just mentioned, they said we have a medication for alcohol, and then now they're saying alcohol cravings. To be honest, I don't know if we have anything for alcohol cravings. I haven't heard anything for alcohol cravings, but again, I'm not going to give you a wrong answer and just make an educated guess. I'm going to make sure I know that first. So I'm going to do, Sheila, after the show, is I'm going to do some research on that, figure out if there's anything we do have here at Titan that will help with your alcohol cravings. I know lifestyle changes also help with that a lot too. So there's plenty of things I can recommend that will help with that, but in terms of actual therapies that Titan provides, I'll look into that and see what I can do for you. I know Sean has got some good questions on here. Here we go. Sean says, I've seen bupropion seen twice daily for cravings and high dose tries a peptide for alcohol cravings, food too. Yeah, so Shauna Purcell's on here. She's always tuning in. She always has great questions. She's actually saying that terzepeptide can help with alcohol cravings. I haven't heard that, but if it helps with food cravings, and I know semaglutide helps with food cravings, it might help with alcohol cravings too. But then again, any type of craving you have, if it can help with it, that'd be great. But that's a good answer. Thank you, Shauna, for putting that question, putting that answer out there. So terzepeptide, guys, if you have cravings for food or alcohol, we have someone on here saying terzepeptide helps work great. So any type of cravings you have, you can control your food, control your alcohol, control your cravings. That's a lifestyle change. So yeah. Anybody else on here? Let's see what we got. Rob Dave said, please repeat everything. I just got here. I don't have time to repeat everything. But hey, Rob, what you can do is, as soon as it's over, hit the playback button. You can listen to it all over again. So this is a live show, but it's also going to be posted on Facebook on Titan Medical. It's also going to go on YouTube, Titan Medical. So even if you're just catching it now, in about an hour or so, it's going to be posted on all the platforms. You can watch it, you can rewind, you can listen to it over. Or if you don't feel like watching it, or if you're at work, or if you're driving, if you can't really watch us, check us out on the podcast. The podcast has everything. I've done like 180 or 190 shows. So check out all my shows. You can listen to them anytime. You go back and listen to them over and over again. All right. Let's see who else we got. Any more questions on here? Let me just see. Pretty much it on this end. That's pretty much it for the questions. We're going to jump into one of these topics. You guys know I always pick out crazy topics every week. Now, when I was a kid, we used to always hear people, older people, if I'm not my friends or parents, are always saying, don't sit in front of the TV all day and stop playing video games all day and this and that. Now you can get paid watching TV all day. You can get paid playing video games all day. And now, since everyone wants to be an influencer, now people, college, school, and learning trades is kind of like not as popular as it used to be. So I see a lot of people, they're basically just focusing all their efforts into their phone, their pictures, their media. And that goes hand in hand. Right now, you can get a college degree to become a social media influencer. So yeah, now they're offering college classes where you could actually take a class in college to become a social media influencer. Now, this is, when I first read this, I was like, oh, it's good, because that's what kids want to do. But then again, I look at it as it's just another waste of money. There's a lot of things that you go to school for, in college, and a lot of things you go to school for, where you just waste money and you don't use it in the real world. You could probably get all this same stuff just being on your phone, posting and doing stuff over the years. I never took any classes on social media. I never did any of that. And I know a lot of people that make a living off of social media never took the classes. So I'm not exactly what they're going to be teaching in these classes that you couldn't Google search or figure out on your own. But it's just crazy that now they have classes where you could be a social media influencer And then what happens now is now you're gonna have, now you're gonna have all these kids like, that's the only thing they're gonna want to do. Because if it was bad before, now they're really not gonna want to do anything other than just be, a social media influencer. But it's kind of crazy. It's in Ireland right now. Is it Ireland? Yeah, it's in Ireland right now, but I can see this happening everywhere. But again, if you're gonna go spend all that money on something, why not spend it on something? I don't know. It just seems kind of pointless to me. Like, what are they gonna teach in the class you can't figure out on your own? But then again, the school can make money off it. They can take your money to teach a class. It is what it is. It's gonna kind of be like an algebra type thing where when I was in school, I was always like, why are we using algebra? We're never gonna use this in the real world. So now that's the only argument they could have is everyone has a phone, pretty much everyone has social media. Everyone thinks they're influencer, wants to be influencer, so now they have a platform to do that. But now they have to spend money on it. So it is what it is. I wouldn't do it. I would never spend money to be an influencer. If I wanted to be an influencer, I would listen or watch other influencers, maybe go underneath their wing, figure out how they did it, or just do everything on my own and just freestyle from the jump. Because everyone has different ways. There's no right or wrong way. There's people that go on social media and just, make videos cutting their toenails that have millions of followers. And then there's other people that have classes and all this courses and all this stuff, and they do all this tests and they don't have any views. So if you're gonna get views, you're gonna get views. I don't think it makes a difference. I really don't think it makes a difference. You're gonna have classes for everything nowadays. Any more? Let me check questions real quick. Sean, you got any more questions? Sean has always got the good questions. Sean Purcell said, what's the difference between Anavar and compounded bioidentical testosterone? I would say the difference between Anavar, which is oxandrolone, and compounded bioidentical testosterone is Anavar is oxandrolone, which is not actual testosterone. A lot of times things are derived from testosterone, but so the difference in that would be is Anavar or oxandrolone is not testosterone. So if you're compounding bioidentical testosterone, you're compounding something that's not. So it's two different compounds. Anybody else? Ola, Jose, Dustin, Viper. Making bowls, a lot of people on here right now. Let's jump into the next topic. More school type stuff. Once again, I mean, it's kind of crazy that this is happening now. I wish it happened when I was in school, but yeah, pretty much all of the University of Utah football team is what I'm in reference to. All of the Utah scholarship football players received a brand new truck, nice truck, Dodge truck, Ram truck. Brand new with the NIL deal. So it seems with all these NIL deals, if you guys don't know what NIL is, it's name, image, and likeness. So in other words, if you're an amateur athlete, high school athlete, if you have a big social media following, or if you have a large platform, if you have a lot of people looking at you, what they have now is national NIL deals. Where even if you're an amateur athlete, you could have an NIL deal and be making potentially millions of dollars because of your likeness. So now, Utah football team, what they did is they're using an NIL deal, name and likeness deal with the actual team. So that means every single player, 85 players, scholarship players on their team, all got brand new Dodge Ram trucks. Now, when I see this happen, it's great that it's happening. It's good that these players are actually getting something because they're making their universities all this money, but they're really not getting anything. But my thing is this, like, it's turning into pretty much professional sports. I mean, even if you look at the high school level, you look at these kids, they're driving around in nicer cars than their parents have. They have more money than their parents. They have a car, they have a house, they have fans, they have groupies, they have free everything before they're even out of high school. So it's kind of like they have nothing to look forward to. When I was a kid, you got a little bit of, you got like recognition and attention when you were in high school. You didn't get all those things until you went to college, and then a lot of players in college would get money or stuff kind of like, under the table. And then even that was hush hush. And then once you made it to the NBA, now you have money to be able to do what you want to do. These kids nowadays have $1 million NIL deals in high school. So it's like they pretty much have nothing to look forward to other than, the same lifestyle. If you take a high school basketball player that's number one in the country right now, if you take a high school basketball player that's number one in the country right now, and he's basically living the same lifestyle as, a LeBron James or a Steph Curry. He may not have as much money in a big house, but their lifestyle is the same. So pretty much they have nothing to look forward to. I feel like it's going to get worse and worse. I like what Dion's doing in Colorado by bringing all the attention there, but I mean, there's a lot of money going into these programs, a lot of money going to these kids. A lot of these kids haven't really had anything, they're not really improving outside of playing against other kids. So I think it's a good thing that, players can actually go to school to get a truck. If I was a high school player right now, and high school football player, and I was trying to decide which school to go to, I would probably either go to Utah or Colorado. Because Utah is giving out free trucks, and Colorado has Dion with all the attention there, and they have all the money. So it's just crazy that these kids nowadays are getting just as much as the pros. You could take the number one ranked college basketball player, and he's not making what the number one ranked high school basketball player is making. And if you also, some of these NIL deals are more than professional contracts. So you have players like LeBron James' son, Bronny James. I believe he's making $6.1 million in his NIL deal. So you're in high school making $6 million a year. That's more than some of these NBA guys are making. So it is what it is. It's basically like a professional sports nowadays. There's no more amateur sports anymore. Even the amateurs are like, these kids are flown all over the world, treated like luxury. They get free everything. They got jewelry, they got cars, they got houses. So it's kind of like, what do they have to look forward to? I don't want to be burnt out. But yeah, these NIL deals get worse. But yeah, the whole team is getting a brand new truck. I've never heard that. That's a lot of money. So 85 trucks, and those are Dodge Ram trucks. I mean, even if the truck's worth 80 grand, 80, that's a lot. They're spending millions for these people. So it is what it is. Any more questions? It's going to be a little bit shorter of a show today, guys. John's out of the lab today. He should be back next week. Shout out to my boy John. Shout out to Peter. Shout out to Sharice. Shout out to everybody. Let me see what we got going on. Let's jump into these topics. Upcoming Titan events. Now, you guys know Titans everywhere. I always say, people, you guys are at car shows. You guys are at body. Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. So if we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. There's no limit. 10-12 will be at the Heart Employee Health at the Hillsborough Area Region Transit. So we'll be at the transit, the bus line, regional headquarters will be there from 10-2. And that's for Heart Health, Employee Health Fair. So if you guys are looking to be healthy, come out, represent, see the Titans. 10-21, the Hurricane Pro. That's the bodybuilding show, big bodybuilding show coming up. It's an amateur show and it's a professional show. So you guys can see the pros. You guys can see the amateurs. It's a Tim Gardner show, so shout out to Tim Gardner. It's going to be a great show. Again, that's 10-21 in St. Pete at the Coliseum. Good parking over there too, so if you guys are worried about going to St. Pete, as soon as you get over there, the parking is real simple. It's not a typical downtown, we got to walk and all that stuff. Easy parking there. 10-21 Hurricane Pro. After that, 11-2 to 11-5, the Olympia. Very excited about this, guys. The O is back in the O. The Olympia is back in Orlando. It's only about an hour from here, so it's real convenient for us over here at Titan. We'll have a booth out there. We have a bunch of new athletes, a bunch of new models. The setup's going to be even bigger and better. This year, the Olympia has actually been planned the whole year to be in Orlando. So if you guys went last time it was in Orlando, it was kind of watered down slow. It was last minute with the whole shutdown. This year, everything is 100%. It's going to be thousands of vendors. The booth's going to be crazy. The show's going to be crazy as well. So come by the booth, get a free t-shirt, get some pictures, get some content. We'll have plenty of special guests too. So plenty of special guests. Hang around at the booth. You'll meet somebody. Plenty of special guests. Believe me on that one. After that, Cars and Couture, 11/18 on November 18th. Cars and Couture, that's going to be at the Gala, at the Collectors Gala Museum of Art, 11/18. Again, guys, these car shows are great. We got Lamborghinis, we got McLarens, we got Hellcats. There's everything at these car shows. They got Jeeps, any type of Mustang, race cars, exotic cars, bikes, the whole Jeep crew's out there, Maybachs. The last year was a Bugatti. So big time cars at the Cars of Couture. That's going to be 11/8/18. And then, literally the next day, Festivals of Speed at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando. So again, it's going to be a great weekend. Festivals of Speed, that's my favorite car show. It's huge. Ritz-Carlton's a great hotel. It's outdoors. There's cars everywhere. There's food. It's a good setup. It's a good family event too. If you want to come by with the kids, whatever, just walk around. We'll rev up the cars. We'll turn on the Lambo. We'll turn on the Hellcat and rev them up so you guys can hear them. And again, that's 11/9 Festivals of Speed at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando. Let me check real quick. Make sure we don't have any more questions. There we go. Yeah, Sean is saying starts in 6th grade. My 7th grader has now sought out there after D1 coaches. He talks to Eastern University Wednesday. Yeah, it is crazy. That's nuts. So we have someone on here saying she has a 7th grader that's already getting looked at D1 colleges and stuff like that. So yeah, it's getting nuts. I've heard it even younger than that. I've heard there's a 12-year-old kid right now that's like 6'4", 260 that like these colleges are going crazy with. But yeah, it's getting crazy. Got one more people. How can we get the peptides from you guys and get a sponsor from you guys? It looks like two-time Poppy's asking how can you get peptides and how can you get a sponsor? Well, if you want to get peptides, just call 727-389-3220. We service all 50 states except for Idaho. So if you can call that number, we'll get you all set up. You can do everything over the phone. Once you speak to our medical providers, we'll give you a ticket to go get your blood drawn closest to you. Once you get your blood drawn, once it comes back, the medical provider will call you, go over everything in your blood work with you, and then after that, we'll just take it from there. You can order your peptides. Now, the last thing you're asking is how can you get a sponsor from us? The best thing I can do, and I have people ask me this every single day, whether it's with Titan or just in general, how can they become sponsored? The best way you can become sponsored is to make believe that every time you post something, you write something, you talk, that it's being underneath the microscope. Nowadays, these companies, they watch everything. They watch text, they watch your posts, they watch your comments on other people's pages. Now, we're not going to sponsor someone here at Titan Medical if we find out that you're on Facebook, saying negative comments, even if it was last year or something like that. So be mindful of everything you post. It's not so much the way you look and your followers. That's like, the first thing. But on top of be mindful of what you post. Put the work in, even if you're not sponsored yet. Before I got sponsored with any companies, if they gave me a t-shirt, I'm wearing that t-shirt. I'm telling people about the company before I even got the stuff. I was putting the work in before I actually got the thing. So put the work in. If the company sees you're showing them love and you're putting in work, it's like a good look going in the door. So, and the last thing I would say too is, if you're looking to get sponsored through Titan Medical or any other place, if it's fitness related, go to fitness expos and walk around and just shake hands and be in the face of people. If you're in shape, get in better shape. Go to an expo, walk around with a tank top or a sports bra leggings if needed. Show off your physique. Go up to the booth. Talk to the people. Let them people see how you talk. Let them see how you walk. Let them see how you interact. If you can go to an expo and you get more attention than their athletes, then now these people looking at you like, wait a minute, who's this guy? Who's this girl? He's getting more attention than the people that we paid to bring here. So I'd say just put the work in, go to the expos and be out there. And if you're making content, just keep the content coming. But always remember that people are watching everything. It could be your ex-girlfriend. You get mad at her and type something online, and the next thing you know, they're seeing that and everything. You just gotta be careful. Shauna says Bronny will probably choose USC with Zion, which will have a killer freshman class. Yeah, USC is gonna be nuts. USC football is crazy too. Branch, their football team, that freshman they have, Branch, I think he's the best player in the country. I think he's better than even Travis Hunter, but that's to be determined. But that's it for today, guys. That's it for Titan Lifestyle. I will see you guys next week. Again, check us out on all the streaming platforms. I'll be back 2 p.m. If you guys missed the show, check out the podcast, hit the bell on YouTube. And again, see you next week, Titan Lifestyle. Be safe, guys.